Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new topic in the subject of economics O levels, and that is trade unions. One of the important topic in the subject of economics. This is the first lecture of the trade union, in which we will read different functions of the trade union, different types of the trade union, benefits to join the trade union, organization of the trade union, and finally, the relations between the labor and the management. What are the different types of the labor management relationships? So concentrate yourself. We are going to start now. First of all, we are going to read the definition of the trade union. A trade union is made up of the workers who are organized as a group to protect their interest. They negotiate contracts as a group instead of at an individual level. They have more negotiating power as a group. So definitely when someone deal with the other as a group rather than the individual, so more powers that group will have. So this is the thing which is telling in this paragraph. Workers who decide to join a trade union pay an annual subscription. Remember, deduction from the gross pay. So this is the portion of their salary which is deducted to pay to the trade union as a member because to function the trade union. Part of this will be used to employ union officials who will represent the views of the members to the employers. Unions also have unpaid representatives called shop stewards at factory or office level. So, as a trade union, there are some paid staff and their pay is paid from receiving the subscription from the members. And at the same time, there are some unpaid staff at the office level who are called office stewards, shop stewards. Now we are going to read the functions of the trade union. The trade union is concerned with the level of the wages and other forms of the remuneration paid to its members, promotion prospects and opportunities of its members, job security of the members, hours of the work and other conditions of the work of the trade union members, health and safety at the workplace, dismissals of the members, benefits paid to the workers who are ill, unemployed, retired, or injured. So these are the things which trade union is concerned with. The ways in which unions can obtain an increase in the wage rate are, so there are two ways. Number one, increase in the demand for labor. So they try to create the demand of labor. So more the demand of the labor, definitely employers will pay them more because demand of the labor is more. And number two, reduce the supply of the labor. So this is another way. So when there will be a reduce of the labor in the market, definitely the remainder workers who are working will charge more. So these are the two ways through which the trade unions can obtain an increase in the wage rate. The next thing which we are going to read is the benefits of joining a trade union. Representation in grievances with management. So this is the first benefit. Number two, advice if dismissed unfairly or made redundant. So definitely if a person who is a member of the trade union get dismissed, he may obtain an advice from the trade union. Next is improved communications between employees and management. Next is improved pay, because remember one thing, trade union is negotiating with the employers as a whole. not at the individual level. So when you deal with someone as a whole, as a group, you have more powers. So that's why improved pay, advice if unfairly treated, improved conditions of employment, employment if there is a closed shop. This thing will be explained later in the lecture, what is meant by the closed shop. Influence government policies by sponsoring members of the parliament and contributing money to the political parties. So this is the thing. Government trade unions also influence the government policies by financing to the political parties or to the members of the parliament by sponsoring them. So they influence the government policies as well. Services such as insurance, social facilities, improved working conditions, and strength in number. So these are the benefits which can be obtained being a member of the trade union. Next thing which we are going to read in the lecture is types of the trade unions. There are four main types of the trade unions. Number one is craft union, representing skilled workers from one occupation from different industries. For example, Sogot, that is printers. So the printers from different industries normally join the craft union. And AEU is another type of the craft union that is actually consisting of the engineers from different sectors joining a craft union. Next type is general unions, representing skilled and unskilled workers from many occupations. For example, TUGFU, Transport and General Workers Union. So in this type of the union, skilled and unskilled workers from many occupations join a trade union. Next is industrial union, representing mainly workers, both skilled and unskilled. But remember, industrial union, from the name you can imagine, actually this is a union of the workers, both skilled and unskilled in one industry. For example, the miners union. So one industry, for example, miners, for example, any other one industry should be there. This is actually industrial union. Next is professional or white collar unions, representing skilled workers in mainly service industries. For example, the teachers union. For example, teachers union, for example, engineers union, for example, doctors union, for example, pilots union. So these type of the unions are called white collar unions or professional unions. Next is government employee unions. From the name, again, you can think that this is actually a union in which government employees will be the members, represent groups of the government workers organized in an attempt to drive up wages and affect working conditions through negotiations. Here is a question. What kind of the union would the following join and why? A bank employee. So a bank employee, definitely bank employee will join a white collar union. Next is a car mechanic. So car mechanic is a skilled person. So he will join a industrial union. A carpenter. Carpenter is a skilled union. He may join a craft union. So the union which you have learned right now, so craft union, general union, industrial union, professional or white collar union, and company employees. So these are the types of the unions. Here is a note. The larger a union in terms of the membership size, the more bargaining power it has. So this is quite obvious. more the number of the members a trade union will have, the more bargaining power will have the trade union. A union that has 2 million members can negotiate more strongly than a union that has only 100 members. Organization of the union. So now we are going to discuss how a trade union organize. What are the levels of the hierarchy in the trade union and how it function. So each trade union has its own internal organization. Generally, small groups of the workers elect a local spokesman, shop steward. So the spokesman is called shop steward. So lower level workers normally elect a spokesperson. So look now, small groups of the workers elect a local spokesman, that is called shop steward. Every area has a branch which sends delegates, representatives to a yearly national conference. So every year a national conference is being held and the delegates from different areas of the country come to attend the conference. Conference passes resolutions, policies, and elects a national executive. So, members from different areas are then elected as a national executive council. Only the national executive can call an official strike. The entire membership elect a general secretary. The general secretary acts as the union's spokesman and manages everyday affairs usually until reaches a retirement age. So this is the criteria through which our trade union function or organized. A non-manual worker such as the teacher or secretary is a white-collar worker. This is very important terms. So a non-manual workers such as teacher or secretary is a white-collar worker, whereas a manual worker such as the electrician, plumber is a blue-collar worker. Okay, next we are going to read the three types of the labor management relationships are. Number one type of the relationship of labor management is closed shop. So this was the thing which was, this term was actually we have read in the top of the lecture when I told you that we will explain it later in the lecture. So closed shop. So look now, a labor management arrangement in which workers must be member of a union before they can be hired by an employer. So this is closed shop. There is a condition. If you want to join us, you have first to take the membership of a particular trade union before you get employed. Advantages of this kind of the labor management relationships are the bargaining position of the workers is increased because all the employees are members of the union, and this promotes chances of successful collective action. The second advantage is all workers in a workplace enjoy the benefits which a union obtains for its members, such as wage increase, bonus payments, etc. And as such, should pay a union subscription. So, these are the advantages because worker is forced to join a particular trade union before get employed. There are advantages for both trade union and to the workers. Worker get all kinds of the benefits which the trade union obtain from the employers, and in turn trade union gets strong by more membership of the trade union. And number two, the trade union gets subscriptions. Subscription is a part of the pay which is deducted from the employee of being a member of the trade union. But arguments against the closed shop. Employees do not have the freedom to decide whether or not to join a trade union. This is the first disadvantage. Second is employment is not offered to persons who opt for union membership and denied to those who are not members of a union. So these are the disadvantages of the closed shop. Next type of the relationship between labor management is called union shop. A labor management arrangement in which workers must join a particular union after being hired by an employer. So this is the thing. First, a job is offered and the person get employed, but after that he is required to join a particular trade union. So this kind of the labor management relationship is called union shop. And the last one is open shop labor management relationship, a labor management arrangement in which workers cannot be forced to join a union as a condition of the employment. So the last one is there is no condition to join the labor union. Either they want to join, they may join, and if they don't want to join, so it is their will. So in this type of the relationship, workers are not forced to join the trade union. So students, this was the first lecture of the trade union. Important lecture, an important topic. Question from this topic always come in the paper. So read this lecture again, learn it, understand it, take its notes. Thank you so much.